Hello. Let me just shut the door. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Kai, and on this channel we're going to be looking at all things that make us money. I upload weekly on this channel, so if you are new, hit that subscribe button. Just letting you know, I'm not a financial advisor, but everything I bring you is straight facts. Let's jump into the video. Today we're going to be looking at ways to make money when you are not monetized. You might be thinking, how on earth do I do that? Like, there's a reason why we're on this video. I'm going to break it to you, straight facts, okay? Every YouTuber won't just make all their money off YouTube monetization. They actually might make more money away from YouTube monetization than they actually do from being monetized, which is, it's crazy. It's crazy out here. Typically, a YouTuber will do, or someone with a social platform, they will generate multiple streams of incomes. You get some YouTubers who will get a really good CPM, which is a cost per mile, cost per 1,000 views, which is how the monetization pays you. But some YouTubers can't even get monetized, throughout their whole entire career, so they have to generate different income sources. So what I've done is I've got 6 tips to make you generate an income without being monetized and basically fund your whole entire YouTube career and ultimately give you that financial freedom and potentially turn this into a job. So let's start with tip number 1, affiliate programming. What affiliate programs are, you will have a personalized link that you put in your description, and what happens is people will click on that link, it will generate a lead from you. If they purchase the item that they've clicked through, you will get a percentage of the whole entire cost. Typically these percentages range between like 1 to 3%. It all depends on the actual affiliate program you are linked to. This is a great way of generating income, especially if you're doing like a review. So let's take a technology YouTuber, for example. Say we're reviewing a new set of headphones. We put the affiliate link in the description down below. Talk about these headphones, it reaches a good audience, and then what happens is people actually buy through our affiliate link, and then we gain a 1 to 3% commission of selling those headphones. Yeah, the video might not be monetized, but we're actually making the money from the actual affiliate program. So there's 2 that really stand out for me. The first one everyone should use, to be honest, which is Amazon Associates. The second one is Share a Sales Affiliate. You might be thinking, if I'm not reviewing something, maybe that's not my niche, how can I make money using affiliate links? There are a few different methods. I tend to link all of my camera equipment and camera gear that I use for YouTube, because ultimately people on YouTube might be interested in doing YouTube. What I do is I link all my products. I've linked my camera, my microphone, my light, any kind of sort of equipment that I use relative to you starting YouTube and doing YouTube. So they wanted to buy, really click on those links and just purchase those items. And yeah, it might not be as frequent, but you never know, like we might get 1 or 2 kind of purchases, especially with big equipment like cameras. These are quite expensive. So the more expensive the item, the more commission we're making. So let's get into tip number 2, services and skills. So doing YouTube, you're actually going to learn a load of different skills and things that are applicable to quite a lot of different industries. The first skill that stands out to me is video making. So you could actually offer a service to make videos for clients, for people reviewing products or talking about products. Basically what you're doing on a daily basis, but what happens is the business kind of gets in contact with you and then you just kind of go from there. And also another way, you're making thumbnails, you're editing videos, you can edit videos for people, you can make thumbnails for people, and there's just an array of different ways of actually making money without making money through YouTube monetization. Yes, this requires a little bit extra of your own time, but I just think I'd recommend just setting up on Fiverr. You might get a few clients, a few jobs here and there, and especially like your friends around you, surround yourself with people who are doing YouTube. You can definitely try and help them out and try and learn and get that upper edge, and then you can gain a whole array of clients. Tip number 3 is actually selling your own product or a digital product. So there's pros and cons to each, a digital product and a physical product, but let me get into the digital product. So a digital product could be, say for example, I'm a finance YouTuber. What I've decided to do is I've released a spreadsheet that will help you be in control of your finances. What I do is I will have a website that links to digital download of that kind of spreadsheet. It will be like £1 or £2. People will purchase it. I'll get that £2. They'll get the spreadsheet in return, which then applies to the tips inside of the video. You can see how it's all kind of linking. They're getting the free information, they've got the paid for tool, and then they can purchase that if they like to kind of take it a little bit a step further. A perk for the digital product is the fact that you actually don't have to hold any stock. You literally upload it on your website and you leave it, and you do not have to worry about it. And you can do that with ebooks, spreadsheets. There's so many different things digitally you could do that can link to different niches, and like I said, you don't have to hold stock, which is always a benefit. And then actual physical products. So say for example I'm a cooking channel and I wanted to release my own types of seasoning from the way I'm cooking. It's just basically what it says on the tin. Obviously there are benefits to this. The margins could be a little bit bigger. You could build a whole entire brand off this and kind of grow it from scratch. Obviously the negatives are you will have to hold stock, you will have to order, you will have to kind of test the product and make sure they're all working work and they're safe and go through those sort of guidelines, yeah, you could definitely sell a physical product. And why not? Why do you have to have a big audience? Why not get them in right away and start from the start? You know, there's plenty of YouTube channels that actually sell products that if you're in the right niche, it can work. Tip number 4, sponsorships. Right, so people have this crazy like misconception that you have to have thousands and thousands of subscribers to do a sponsorship. I think typically if you're in the right niche, which I know I keep going on about niches, so say take my channel for example, I've got an investing channel and a money channel. If someone came to me, I'm getting a good audience, a good community that I was building, but maybe I haven't quite hit 1,000 subscribers. What they can actually do is they can come up to me and be like, look, you're influencing 400 or 500 people every single week, every single video. We will pay you X amount of money to kind of talk about a product to these 400 or 500 people, and in hopes that you influence them. What they would then do is actually they would pay me to talk about that product, and that's just the pay of the sponsorship. And a lot of YouTubers do this. You see this on a big level when they do ads, and you see this on, you know, even some smaller levels that do adverts. You know, you can make a lot of money from sponsorships. I think personally that YouTubers will make more money off sponsorships than they actually will from AdSense. So this is a big generative income, and I think if it works for your niche, I think you should definitely go ahead and do it. Tip number 5, donation tools. What donation tools effectively do is kind of put the earnings in your own hand. And I would say if you are the right sort of YouTuber and the right sort of content creator, and you've got a really strong community, people will just kind of pay to support you. There is an array of different websites that can do this for you. Even YouTube actually offer it, but once you get kind of in a higher mark, the main website really is a Patreon. What Patreon is great at doing, it actually creates different tiers. It depends how much they want to support you. For example, you could have the first tier and then they could get unreleased videos, and then the next tier could be, you know, interaction with yourself, and then maybe the next tier they could actually do a video with you, or you could take it that little step further and you can chop and change, and maybe you have a product that you want to sell, and the top tier gets the free product sent every single month, and you know, something in it for them that actually benefits them from being a top tier holder. But what this in turn does, it gives you a month pay and a monthly subscription almost to your channel that funds you completely. And I know YouTube and content creators out there that have Patreons, and actually they don't offer anything. They just say, look, you'll be supporting me by doing this. And you know, like I said, if you've got some content creators that, you know, have a lot of subscribers but don't make any money via monetization, because it all depends on your niche, and definitely do a separate video on that another time. But yeah, like you can literally support the creator, pay them every month, and just, you know, create a whole community. And it's a whole separate platform that, say you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. If YouTube just shuts down one day out of the blue, you know, you can go over to the Patreon and have your true supporters over there. So doing those monthly sort of subscription things can be very beneficial to you. And why not start now? Why not have 1 or 2, you know, Patreons on there that you can shout out in your video or engage with a little bit more? So definitely starting like some kind of subscription. There's hundreds of platforms on there around the internet, so it's definitely worth having a look at. My final tip, which I think doesn't apply to everyone, but I think it does apply to most kind of content creators, is just start streaming. What streaming does, it allows people to donate to you. Anyone can set up a Streamlabs donation link where it's all free. You know, you don't have to do anything, or you just have to literally put in your bank details. And what happens is when people donate to you, that you will literally receive that money. And it's the same kind of thing as like the Patreon, similar. But what happens is you're streaming, you're engaging with your audience more. You're basically just hanging out with people. Take me, for example, I could do an investing live stream at the open of the pre-market and just kind of go through all like different stocks I'm looking at and just kind of get recommendations from you guys and have a chat. So I think definitely start streaming could be an option, and especially if you're a gamer, it makes 100% sense to start streaming. Right, so that concludes the tips, guys. There are so many different ways that we've covered in this video that you can actually take earnings into your own hands and just kind of create a platform that doesn't just rely on YouTube monetization. I go through different videos and see about people getting monetized, and they're commenting, it's like, I'm not monetized, I can't wait to make money on YouTube. Mate, you got to take it into your own hands. You got to get that bread, you know. Actually, no, allow that. We're not making bread yet. We're making toast, all right? That's better. We're making it hot, steamy, and crusty, man. Oh, that sounds a bit dodgy. There's so many ways to make money. You know, we're being blessed in this world of technology where we have access to, you know, social media. We have access to investments. We have the internet, which has a whole array of information. Like, we can actually do this ourselves. And nowadays, it is not an outlandish thing to think that you can make a full-time living off YouTube. Don't let anyone tell you that. Like, you can genuinely make a full-time living off this. What happens is you gain multiple incomes. You gain multiple income sources, where if one falls down, monetization might not be good one month, but your affiliate links might be amazing, or you're streaming in the evenings and you're getting lots of donation, and then, you know, you're selling your product, your digital product, your physical product, and you're making that profit, making that money. Nowadays, people aren't scared to talk about money. They're not shying away from supporting their favorite creators. I mean, look at some of the top content creators, like, you know, James Charles Charles, who released just merch that says sister on it. People aren't buying that because it looks absolutely incredible. I mean, they might be, but they know they're supporting James Charles by doing that, and that's what makes them feel good. That's what he brings, that content. So it's not crazy to kind of start this. And I think, honestly, you sitting there can do this and can make money. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.